Hello. 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 This is true. Look. So just a second ago, it was about probably 20 minutes ago, every single time they get the chance to reveal themselves, they do it. So one of these guys got close to me. He got really close to me, and he uses some sort of NFC something to kill my computer. Anybody can use this as a legal defense, because the psychopaths, the absolute because of the absolute levels of insane insanity that these fucking creeps ganging up on individuals by the dozens, ganging up. It's literally like high school never ends. High school never ends. All you kids out there, the humiliation that you're suffering in high school, well, guess what? The vast majority of the bullies and fucking creepy fucking psychopaths with money and self-entitlement, they remain locked in that state of mind for the rest of their lives. It's a permanent condition. You might be open-minded and willing to grow and learn and change throughout your life. And the more you grow, the more you learn, the more you change. The people in charge, the same people, the cheerleaders, the jocks, the same cowboy. The true dichotomy of man is cowboys and nerds. The cowboys, the non-thinking, non-rational, pure psychopath, purely motivated by competition. They remain in a state of arrested development for the entirety of their existence. So, but there's ways to defend yourself. legally speaking. Let's just click on Grok here and see what Grok has to say about it. The post references the Hawthorne effect, a concept from 1924 to 1932. Important years. Because something happened in 1933. The Hawthorne, where workers' productivity changed due to the awareness of being observed. Suggesting the user, me, behavior may be altered by the perceived surveillance from agencies like the CIA and the FBI. Gang stalking, I don't know where it pulls this shit up. Gang stalking is a term that is it's very, very real. If there are gangs, which the criminals in the FBI and the CIA and the fucking injustice system are, again, they gang up. If it comes down to having a one-on-one conversation, they're pussies. Fucking pussies. Not a single fucking one of them will look you in the eye and even attempt to have a rational, honest discussion. The peak of human civilization comes the abilities, the conventions that are afforded to a civilized society come out of dialogue, colloquy, soliloquy, rhetoric, the ability to speak reasonably and rationally about what is factually happening, what is factually occurring. You can't even come up with rules of diplomacy, of anything, of any sort. And the people who have power are so mortally terrified of having an honest conversation because they are fucking pussies. They are fucking pussies. They can toss a football around. They can get drunk and toss a football around and rape your daughter because they're fucking pussies. But they can't have an honest conversation. They cannot look a man in the face. They cannot look a man in the eye and explain themselves. So, Bongino, Kash Patel, Donald Trump, doesn't fucking matter. Doesn't matter who it is. If they're a psychopath in power, they're a fucking pussy. Mother fucking getting smaller. I'm getting smaller. So, January 6ers, if there's any good lawyers out there, very few and far between, but there are good lawyers out there, like genuinely like good in their heart. I've met a couple. Like, still want justice. Still believe in doing the right thing. Faggots. If there's anybody who wants to defend American patriots instead of being a little fucking cowardly little bitch, break your jaw. Break your jaw, bitch. Break your jaw, bitch. Break your jaw, bitch. Yeah, the only things here that Grok mentions that is relevant is the first one. But it's true. So, use it as a legal defense. The fact, even if it's not true, that even if it cannot be substantiated because again, what's it called? Deniability. Plausible deniability. So they don't leave traces of their faggotry, except for the cum stains on their friends' backs. The only traces of their stupid faggotry is really their behavior, and the fact that when you go to look them in the eye and they cower away. Oh shit, where was I going with that? Oh yeah. So it's the fact that they won't, do the right thing and all that. They'll only act like gang-stalking niggers. The FBI, the CIA, the NSA, all a bunch of gang-stalking fucking pieces of shit, garbage. William Prettyman, the worst. William Joseph Prettyman, one of the worst nigger, faggot, fucking cock-sucking pieces of shit ever to disgrace the face of the earth. And will forever be. Forever. I think the whole concept of redemption, I think there might be a fucking age limit on it. Like when your mind loses its plasticity. Like once you've been a dumb nigger and a faggot for long enough, you're just permanently that, and you can't actually change. No new neurons wired, nothing. So use it as a legal defense, because the fact that they're watching, even if you cannot substantiate and prove that they're spying on you, the general knowledge, the public knowledge, like the Edward Snowden, WikiLeaks, just look at the way, the technologies that are available to spy on you, and the January 6th, like evidence that, like they tracked people down using their phones. So the evidence of their malfeasance is a matter of public opinion. No judge can deny, because it is as a matter of their own decorum, their own responsibility. Any judge in America, any single judge, has a judicial responsibility to be aware of popular public events, of things that are happening in real life. Okay, if they pretend not to know, it's the same thing as you pretending not to know that you weren't allowed to drive drunk. Your ignorance of what you're supposed to be doing is not an exception to the fact that you're supposed to be doing it. Judges have a responsibility to be aware of what is going on in the fucking world. It is a fact that these criminal organizations are spying on the entire population. Your suspicion that you're being spied on has relevance in terms of the Hawthorne effect, where your productivity changed due to the awareness of being observed. Detail Hawthorne. How does human behavior change with the knowledge of being watched or surveilled? People adjust their actions when they sense they're under scrutiny, often striving to perform better or align with perceived expectations. The awareness of surveillance or observation triggers a cascade of behavioral shifts influenced by social, psychological, and contextual factors. When people know they're being watched, they often try to present their best selves. Well, that can't be true for everybody. Or it is true for everybody, and let's keep going. Let's keep going down this rabbit hole, you fucking faggots. Let's keep going. Their truest self. I was in my childhood, I was very influenced by, so as a child, some of the most formative aspects of my development. I was like 6, 7, 8 years old. This is provably true. Between the years of 1994 to 1996, 97, 98. This was one of the most
You're reaching deep inside you, go for things you've never known. It's been tough, rough going, but you haven't gone alone.
We do more before 9 a.m. than most people do all day.
Be all that you can
Hey,
be.
First Sergeant. Good morning.
You can do it in the army.
Okay, so there is a whole series of advertisements that were aired in the mid-90s when I was a child, during my most formative years. And I remember watching men with swords, everything that you can imagine, encouraging individual growth and performance. Be all that you can be. And this stuck in my head because there's a variety of truths that are infallible. 1, we are created. 2, we are individuals. And 3, we have innate, like a seed, we have innate traits that grow out of us, and as a product of nature and nurture. Okay, the fact that I am who I am, the fact that I am doing and will do every single thing that I have done and will do comes as a consequence of the inspiration that I got from the Army commercials in the mid-90s, which encouraged me to be all I can be, to be everything that I can be. And so my behavior also aligns with being watched. Knowing that I'm being watched, I am doing my due diligence as a patriot in defending the United States Constitution and the freedom of expression in accordance with Supreme Court jurisprudence, including self-conscious, and altered habits. Awareness of being watched can make people hyper-aware of their actions, leading to subtle or significant changes. For instance, someone might avoid controversial statements on social media. Again, I'm an individual, so these are generalized results. Can prompt self-censorship. Look, he brings up Edward Snowden. Stress or paranoia in extreme case. Prolonged awareness of surveillance, especially if perceived as hostile, can lead to stress, anxiety, or even paranoia. Okay? So now, let's switch gears here. Ladies and gentlemen, let's switch gears. Let's talk about tell me about another notable or relevant SCOTUS rulings pertaining to tell me about Ilanis versus the United States and other notable or relevant SCOTUS rulings pertaining to free speech. Okay. Ilanis versus the United States posted violent rap lyrics on Facebook in 2010, including threats against his ex-wife, co-workers, and even law enforcement. After his wife reported the posts, he was convicted under U.S. Code 8,575,432,074,000,000,074 gazillion infinity, because laws don't expire, they just pile up. So this was U.S. Code 875 quintillion 450,000 billion gazillion, and the judges or prosecutors in the case likely to be niggers and faggots, highly likely to be stupid fucking faggot, spick hike nigger pieces of shit. They used one of 875 quadrillion billion million pieces of text, of written text, to justify prosecuting this innocent man for posting something on Facebook, which were in all actuality, no matter the level of the court, whether it's a fucking your local municipal court or the Supreme Court of the United States, every motherfucking judge in the fucking country has the fucking responsibility to know the details of what's. Let's just real quick, because I think I'm done with that. Tell me about judicial notice, I think it's called, or the fact that judges have a responsibility to know about current events and details of the real world. Keeps giving me a timestamp. I wonder why. That part's fucking hilarious. Let's do it. Let's fucking do it. Let's go. Let's fucking go. Timestamp's kind of freaking me out a little bit. Judicial notice is a legal doctrine that allows courts to accept certain facts as true without requiring formal evidence, based on their general reliability or common knowledge. Listen. I'm going to say that again. Judicial notice is a legal doctrine that allows courts to accept certain facts as true without requiring formal evidence, based on their general reliability or common knowledge. If any judge, any fucking judge in these United States of America is not aware of Miles Cornerstone SCOTUS rulings pertaining to free speech, that judge should be evicted. Not just voted out, but let's not be barbaric about it, but they don't need to be sitting in a seat. No. Nope. This concept is codified in the Federal Rule of Evidence 201 in the U.S., with similar provisions in state laws, and is rooted in the idea that judges, as arbiters of justice, must be aware of the world they operate in. As outlined... Oh, this is so good. This is so good. I hope you guys are having a wonderful Tuesday night. I think I'm going to end this. I don't want to go too long, but man. And then go back and watch all your Army. Let's just get another one in there.
You're reaching deep inside you, know things you've never known. It's been tough, rough going, but you haven't all alone.
We do more before 9 a.m. than most people do all day.
Be all that you can be.
Hey, First Sergeant. Good morning.
Find your future in the Army.
A ranger never takes the easy way out.
You're reaching deep inside you for things you've never known. Go!
That's why getting into the Rangers is tough, and the training is tough.
Be all that you can be.
So it makes me feel like I'm part of something really special.
Be all that you can be.
And I'm not the only one.
Get it your life in the Army.
I would not be who I am without the entrenched belief that I have a right to be all that I can be. And the belief that I can be all that I can be is derived almost primarily from commercials that were aired during my childhood by the Army, the Department of Defense. So, as outlined by the Legal Information Institute at Cornell Law, judicial notice is a method used by a court when it declares a fact presented as evidence as true without a formal presentation of evidence. These are typically facts that are either 1. Generally known within the court's jurisdiction, or 2. Capable of accurate and ready determination by resort to reliable sources. Again, I'm not saying that every judge should be using grok to confirm the aspects of SCOTUS rulings, but as a homeless man, I could probably point you to some reliable, like Cornell Law, possibly. The date of an historical event, the location of a city. Alright, I think you get the point. Take 5 dry. This is your prescription. This is your prescription. I can't really sign it. I don't have one of those e-sign things, but I think you get the point. Stop being fucking murderous psychopaths, can you? Just as a polite request. Please, will you please stop being murderous, stupid, fucking satanic, child raping, cannibal psychopaths? Please, please. I'm begging you. I'm begging you. For the sake of humanity, the future of our species, can you please stop being cowardly, psychopathic, satanic fucking faggots? Please. Please. I still love you. Still. I still love you. And that hurts. It's true. And it fucking hurts, man. It's rather disappointing. Goodbye.